Welcome back. Well, steady for the market. So let's get you some interesting insights from the FMCG industry. Nestle India Managing Director Suresh Narayanan spoke to CNBC-TV18's Mangalam Malu about the company's growth outlook and Capex plans. Listen in to excerpts from that chat.
With all the building blocks that you're putting in place, with the Capex, with the Rurbin, with the digital tools that you're building, is there a case for volumes to structurally go higher into double digits with some mid-single digit sort of price growth? You've been averaging around 11-12% over the last 7 years. Can this grow to 15%?
I certainly see this. I think the pace of premiumization and the acceleration in some categories will definitely give us that opportunity. There are also new categories. For example, I'm very excited about our entries into breakfast cereals, into pet care, and into health sciences. Health sciences for me is a very nascent, but yet a very promising category. We operate in about 7 categories there. This would be better value, not necessarily great volume because they'll be relatively small, but better value products, so that the mix between volume and value will be something that we'll be able to accelerate even further as we go forward.
5,000 crore Capex. Historical asset turns would suggest, it could double your business from current levels. Is that what your idea is? This Capex, how do you look at it? How is it you looking at it from a sales CAGR standpoint of 10 to 15% over the next few years? Do you look at it as suboptimal utilization until your distribution ramps up and then you go full-blown? How exactly do you look at it?
Look, I think the whole the philosophy of the organization is to secure the growth engine. I believe, Mangalam, having been in the trenches for a long time, growth can be a panacea for many of the detractors that you come across the way. So securing the growth engine is clearly the most important task ahead of me and my team. And there, penetration-led volume growth is a key lever that we will be using. And I think as a consequence of this, the Capexes that we have planned, about 2,600 crores in the last couple of years and about 5,000 crores going forward for the next 3 years, are meant to create capacities that is ahead of demand. Okay. Now, we can't be waiting for asset utilizations of 100% and then say, now I'm going to build a factory. Now, a couple of weeks back, I was in Varanasi and driving down to Gazipur. In the old days, it used to be a dirt track. Today, there is a 6-lane highway. I was talking to one of our distributors. He said, sir, distribution has become so much easier. Now, tell me, Mangalam, distribution becoming easier makes products more accessible. It generates employment. There's a retailer out there, consumers out there. The brand reach is improving. I go to a 2,000 population village and I asked we have got a Swabhiman program, a rural village entrepreneur, women entrepreneur program. And I asked this lady, I said, which brand amongst the ones that you got here has got the maximum love and traction? And she said, KitKat. Now, I could never have imagined 5 years ago or 10 years ago that KitKat will be a brand of choice in a 2,000 population village. And as I keep telling my team, the time for a Nestle has come. हर आदमी का वक्त आता है. Kabir said beautifully, he said, धीरे धीरे से मना, धीरे सब कुछ होय, माली सींचे 100 घड़ा, ऋतु आए फल होय. The gardener takes 100 buckets of water and puts it on the plant, on the seed. But ऋतु आए, only when the spring happens will the fruit happen.
All right, that was some good work there. I didn't expect that. But what was your key takeaway from the interview?
The key takeaway from the interview is that humility in leadership. Yeah. He used a lot of Kabir dohas to stay relevant even today. And just the way the 700-year-old saint Kabir and tries to stay relevant. Nestle is a 100-plus-year-old company, tries to stay relevant. What he said, a 2,000 population village, 5 years ago, one wouldn't imagine KitKat reaching there. Now KitKat is the preferred chocolate for all those villages.
And the combination of how infrastructure, the economy is growing, how infrastructure is growing within the country, and that is really aiding their distribution. So they are managing to reach the smallest villages and sell their brand as though they are a homegrown
And
brand.
continue to grow their brand, right, after so
And
many years.
The streets noticed that. I mean, 21% growth in the previous quarter for the company, and the stock is virtually at a record high. So the biggest outperformer this year in the FMCG space so far in terms of results has been Nestle.
Oh.